Hello friends and traders, this is Punam. Welcome to my channel FinMarketView, your guide to smart market moves. Please look at the disclaimer. This is not a financial advice. All right, let's dive into the charts. Let's review our broad market weekly update. We'll start with our S&P 500 cash index. We'll start with our top-down approach. Start with monthly time frame, still an uptrend. Weekly time frame, uptrend. On a daily time frame, the last couple of days we have a minor sell-off on Monday, and then we have a 2 days of buying, and then we have a new buyer showed up. It took the previous resistance here and previous resistance here. So I'm still a little positive and bullish if the price comes back to this 6050 area. Let's look at the chart on S&P futures. We have a similar levels, 60, 90, 60, 75 levels. We have a continuous buying pressure coming up into the market. Definitely we have more upside potential for S&P futures in the near term. And if you go to Spider SPY ETF, we have a nice trend, last 4 days up, and then we have a minor little doji candle, correction kind of mode on today Friday setup. But I still see we have upside potential to all the way to 620 area. But if you want to participate, we can participate in the short-term pullback to 601 or 598 area to push the price to 620. So that's a short-term buying opportunity. And if there is a correction, obviously we'll wait for our long-term opportunity, which is a 585 still stays as it is. So assuming if the price reaches to 620, then if it is from 600 to here, at least a 5 to 6% correction. It's a decent correction. So 585 is still a long-term entry. And for the meantime, short-term entry opportunity, look for a pullback into 595, 601 levels for a short-term opportunity. How can we participate? We can still buy SPY shares on $600, or we could buy SPY 600 call option with 90-day expiration. We'll move on to NASDAQ. NASDAQ cash index, similar approach. We have the monthly uptrend, a weekly uptrend, and then we have a daily swing low here, and then daily swing high. And recently, last couple of days, we have a bullish momentum. It is barely breaching the supply or the resistance zone here. So definitely there are more buyers coming into the market. So definitely anything the short term come back to 21,000 area, this price can push back to at least the 380 R of 22,522. Similar approach we can see in NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ future is slowly coming to this resistance 22,285, still not reached, but in the cash market we have reached already. But we can similarly check on same chart in QQQ. QQQ is very similar to our NASDAQ cash index. It is almost trying to breach the current supply zone, which is the current our resistance here on the 535, 540. It may breach little bit, push little bit higher, and then it may pull back next week, this 528. So definitely is a shorter buying opportunity on 528, 524 level. Either we could buy the shares or we could buy the 525 call option with at least 90-day expiration, just to give the time for to trade this workout. So we expect the price come back here and then push back to the 550. So that's on a QQQ. Similar level on TQQ. TQQ also similar level. If any reason next week, if the price push back to 85 area, we could buy this dip for the TQQ to push the price to 91-ish area. That's what I'm looking on TQQ. We'll move on to Dow Jones. Dow Jones cash index. It is still in the actual resistance area the market is testing. There are a lot of sellers and buyers is fighting against this area on 44,500-ish area. Still kind of weakness, but our levels did not change. We're still waiting for the buy area of 43,500, 42,500, because this monthly is uptrend, a weekly uptrend. We made a correction, is going to pull back to this area, and we want to join this entire trend, waiting for a correction, pull back to 43 and move the price to next leg higher. That's what we're looking for, 43,000. Same thing on the Dow Jones futures. Dow Jones futures too. We're looking this 43,000 zone and 42,000 zone. So we expect short-term price pullback to this area and then eventually turn back to higher, similar to S&P and Nasdaq. So how can you participate in the diamond? So DIA, you see this the resistance is playing out well so far. It's still a weakness. Gap up, gap down, gap up, gap down. And now this today a little bit of weakness. So definitely, if there is a weakness in the market next week, we'll look for a buying opportunity in the short term area here in the 433 to push the price back to again 450. That's on the diamond. We'll move on to Russell 2000 index. Russell catch chart is a little different. Even though monthly uptrend, we have a weakness on the weekly. And then right now we made the swing low on 2150, 24,500 daily swing high. And right now it's a cluster of trading happening here. So we look for another couple of days sell off, then we can buy this 21.95 dip to push the price back to 25, 24, 20. So definitely there is a lot of profit potential on this small cap index. The same thing on the Russell futures, we can see right now price in the middle, which is equilibrium state, which is both buyers and sellers are equal. We look for the price turn back down a little bit and then push the price back to resistance. How can we participate? We can participate in IWM ETF. So that's our buying area 219, 213. Our option 1 IWM shares 220 or option 2 our 220 call option with 90-day expiration. We look for the price come back to this area and then push back to the 240 at some point next week or later next week. So that's on our equity indexes, broad market. We'll move on to Nikkei. Nikkei 225 futures still is a range bound market from here to here, this level. And then we're still looking at this buying opportunity until if the price come. Once the price push down, then we could make a buying opportunity on EWJ. EWJ looking for 66.50. We'll push the price down. We buy in a 66.50 and push the price back to 71.21. We'll move on to DAX futures. DAX future, we have a new area of demand showed up 22,000, and then new area of support also showed up 20,612. So on the DAX ETFs, this is the new short-term area, 36.93, 36.36. We look for the price pullback to this area and then at least price target to 38.50 or 39.50. And then if it is a deeper pullback after this area complete, then we expect the price come back to 35, then make another new high on the DAX futures. Our Euro stock index futures 50, we have a massive uptrend going on the monthly and weekly and the daily. We're just waiting for the pullback to this area and then push the price back to another high. So we have to wait for this area. FEZ, which is the ETF for the Euro stocks. So this is the closest to buying area 53. Wait for the price push down to this area and then make an entry and then we'll go to another high 56.50. So we're joining this trend. Our Indian market Nifty 50 index. Nifty 50 index is a critical support or buyer's demand area right now. It's 22,000. So it tested once. Now it is testing second time. We have to check in next week if the price action stays. If the price action stays solid, if this level doesn't breach, then we have a slowly grinding higher back to the highs. Takes time, but that's what the anticipation move. But if at all this level moves, then we have a long way to go down to the Nifty, which is 21,000 area, which is a critical support. How can we participate in INDY? These are the two levels I'm looking at: 47.96, 45.68. This is one level. This is another level, 45.68. Thank you all to share my thoughts on the markets. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a market update. Stay happy, stay fit, stay healthy, and have a safe trading and investing.